Hello Idle Hero fans, thank you for tuning in today for episode 5 of my new Fresh Account series. It's been a little while since I've been doing these videos, so I do have quite a bit of resources built up. As you can see here, I have enough to do pretty close to 30 draws. I'll have at least enough for the 20 plus 30 that are saved up. But before we get into that, I want to just give a huge shout out to Jay Kool-Aid, who's on stream right now doing his 24-hour live stream. And if you guys get a chance today, definitely go check him out and tell him that Surrey sent you. And I'm sure he'll enjoy that. He'll be streaming literally 24 hours pretty much from the point this video gets released. So you'll have plenty of time to check him out and see what he's up to. He's going to be playing, the first 12 hours are going to be more modern games. He's going to be playing a lot of Mario Kart and Splatoon. And the second half is going to be more retro stuff. So you're going to be looking at The Legend of Zelda, the original one for NES, as well as all of the Mario games on Super Mario All-Star. So definitely give him a shout out and check him out on his channel while he's live. I'll put the link in the description below, as well as in the pinned comment, so you can get it there. But anyway, let's get right into these summons, because we have a lot saved up. So, this is, I'm not going to make the mistake and think that I'm on seasonal this time, which means that I won't expect the odds to be as ridiculous. However, I would like to at least get, say, 1 5-star from 50 summons would be pretty cool. But it's hard to expect anything, of course, from Idle Heroes. The game is very stingy on giving out rare heroes. Oh, Ice Blink though. Ice Blink is very good, so I won't complain about that. See if we can find a way to fit him into the team, though, I guess would be the trick. So let's go. I guess we can do our free basic summon. So let's look at our heroes now. We do have some pretty good heroes working here. We have Queen and Lutz are okay. And now we have Ice Blink as well. So we're going to get him leveled up a little bit. And that'll mean that we can get Hedge Striker off of our team. Put her gear on him. How much? We have enough to get him up 1 more level. So we can do that. And level him up a little bit. Now Ice Blink is an amazing tank. But since we have Queen, I'll probably focus on getting Queen leveled up first as our tank, because Queen I think is a little bit better than Ice Blink. They're both very good, but I prefer Queen. Does so much damage from the tank position that I'd probably prefer to do her first. So I'll work on her. We can claim a bunch of these cool events. This is really the key to how long it's been since the last video, with how many of these cool events that we can claim. So we're almost about to get our free Starlight. We're getting pretty close to that. Claim all of our shards. Claim our money. Let's get that very quick. Do our quests. Midas of gold, or Hand of Midas gold. And we can make a bit of progress on the campaign. I didn't do much campaign while the videos weren't running, but I did, however, make a bit of progress on the tower. Not a tremendous amount, but I think I might have did 10 to 15 stages. So that way it built up a little bit of extra of the purple stones there, the promotion stones, because those are really what's hardest to get right now. I guess we should claim our level, our campaign material too, because you do get a little bit now from the campaign, the promotion stones. I don't think they ever used to give out promotion stones in the campaign, so I am glad that they changed that, because that's an awesome feature that definitely did not exist before. Makes it a little bit easier to progress, because during the early game most people are held up by those promotion stones. Like right now, that's what's keeping us back. We have a ton of gold and green spirit. It's just the promotion stones that are keeping us from leveling up Lutz, for example, to 140, and Queen to 100, things like that. So we should also have a nice few Prophet Orbs available, so we'll do some of those as well, because there is the Prophet Orb event right now, which is something that I know a lot of people are kind of upset about. But, I mean, it's not as bad as people are making it out to be. It's just that Prophet Orb events in general are not good, because there's so few of them. So it makes it very difficult to decide to save up for Prophet Orbs. If you decide to save up your Prophet Orbs for the Prophet Orb events, you're probably going to be falling behind compared to other people, because there's so much time in between each event. But if you do save them up, like in this case, you could have like a free Blood Blade, which is amazing. And it wouldn't, especially on the private servers, it definitely would not have been hard to save up that many Prophet Orbs in between. Because it was like a 2-month period, 3-month period in between this one and the last one. So I know a lot of people are saying that this is a pay-to-win event, but I mean, if we're going to be realistic, guys, this is a pay-to-win game. That's why the private server exists, and that's why so many people play it, because it cuts out the pay-to-win elements. But the whole game is pay-to-win. So this event is a little bit tilted towards the side of pay-to-win, just because there's so few of those events that it makes it hard to save up. But I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be. And it'll be gone in a week, and we'll have another normal event, and everything will be fine. The last few events, the fact that they've double stacked their events has made it pretty good for most people, especially like free-to-play players, because they can't really save up, but they do get a lot of consistent rewards because of these. So especially, again, I reiterate this point again, the private server makes this so much easier to gain these resources. So I don't think that it's so bad for the company to put out an event like this. Again, it's not the best event, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that this event is awesome, but it's just, I've seen a lot of knee-jerk reactions to it, and I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be. So let's get this last 5-5 done, and then we'll go check out what our Prophet Orb situation is looking like. This is the boss stage. I think that Aiden is still far too strong, especially with the Lutz is too strong for these guys, especially with that stun. He's just gonna walk right over them, takes the chunks out of his HP. And that Aiden only has 2 allies to power him up when they die, so he's not really hitting his full potential anyway. So let's at least get to the last stage. And the Prophet Tree. Now we have 13 Prophet Orbs. Feels like we should have more for some reason. But anyway, let's take a look at our team and see what we want. So, since I said that Queen is probably the best tank we can get for damage, I'm going to actually put my resources into the Abyss Tree, because I want to get Queen up as fast as possible. And while technically you can get Queen from the guild hall, and that's where I would advise most people get it from, it's going to be a lot harder for me, because I'm probably not going to be joining a guild on this account, because I can't really commit the time to actually it's like a 4th account. So we've gotten a lot of 5-star heroes so far. I think we got like 2 or 3 already, so that's pretty good. Let's see if we can re-roll into another Queen. Would be amazing. Fat Moo, another 5-star. Alright, so we have like 900 branches too. So what was I checking out? We definitely have enough of these to do a summon. Lutz, I guess it's okay, because we do need another one eventually to get him to 9-star. If this series goes that far, I do want it to. I do want to keep up with this series. I'm not going to be making them as often as I did with the previous one, because I find that's how I kind of get burned out with it, and that's how I find it kind of gets not repetitive, but it gets to the point where there's nothing really interesting happening in the videos. So let's get these summons out of the way. We just got enough gems to do another 10-time summon, and get burned again, unfortunately. We can do the 2 individual ones though, and we can do the 5 basic scrolls. So I'm gonna try and do these maybe like once a week, maybe get them out twice a week depending on the circumstances, but I'm not gonna go crazy with these videos like I did before, because I think when I did the first video or the first series, there was a point where I was doing like 2 and 3 episodes a week, and it quickly kind of burned itself out. So I don't want that to happen with this one. What does Queen take to? That's one thing you should always check before using Prophet Orbs to swap your heroes, is if you're trying to make a Queen 6-star, make sure that you don't accidentally use the material that you need to level her up. So right now we have the 5-star Akasha, so there's no point to re-roll her, because she'll be needed anyway. So instead we'll go with Tanner, and we get Destroyer, who's not very useful. Akasha again, which, I mean, we could use her, but we already got one, so we don't need another one. Fat Moo, we don't need another one of him either. A little monster, Alira, I can't remember what that guy's name is. Legamington, don't need him. Fat Moo, okay, so these are very, very bad rerolls. Legamington again. And Gusta, so I guess I'll keep Gusta just because he's a natural 5-star. So we'll keep him. And we will use our 4-star shards. And we could do a little bit of the tower, because we do need to make some more progress in this. I did make a little bit, but it's not a tremendous amount. Not enough to really get stuck in the tower. Our heroes are still significantly stronger than what the tower heroes are, so there's not really much issue. Especially since all the enemies are like 3 stars, 2 and 3-star heroes. You can climb through this super fast. These matches are really easy. I'll probably go back to doing a little bit more of these in the off time again, just to keep up. I'll try to keep the campaign level and the tower at an equal point. So like if I leave this video off at campaign level 60, I'll try to at least get to like stage 60 on the tower. And we can use that as kind of like a balancing metric. I don't think it means anything, but it's just an easy way to keep track of it. So that's what I'll go with. So how have you guys been doing with the Prophet Orb summon anyway, as far as actual summons? Let me know what you guys got in the comments below, because I know a lot of people did save up some of these Prophet Orbs, because like my buddy Kitty, who allowed me to do the video just recently where I did 120 summons, he has another account with equal or more summons to that. So I know he's not the only one who's done that. There's a few other people who have messaged me as well. So let me know how it goes, guys. Did you guys get the heroes you're looking for? Or did you end up with a kind of a bust run like the one on the video that you can see on my channel? That was kind of unfortunate. Now, luckily, Kitty did end up getting Aiden that he needed. And he will be able to get the Bloodblade on his other account because of the Prophet Orb event. So it's not all loss, but it's still pretty harsh when you get like 5 Luts and that's it. That's really unfortunate and really unexpected. Like I don't even think that's just like, say, for example, the way the game goes. That's bad luck, but that eventually will balance itself out just due to the way probability works. I've had streaks of bad luck myself, but then I'll have streaks where I get like 2 Breas from the Prophet Orb branches, like you guys seen on one of my streams. So it all comes full circle when it comes to luck. As long as you don't give up because you had bad luck, eventually you'll get rewarded and it'll pan out, and everyone ends up on an average page in the end. So I'm probably gonna get this up to 40, and then we can do the rest of our daily events. I don't want to spend too much time kicking around in the tower on the video, so we'll get a little bit further. Do like one more stage after this. These stages are still super easy. It's just a matter of watching them progress. Okay, so this will be the last one. This is the light stages before Gurk. This is something to take in and enjoy, because once the Gurk stages start to happen, the tower becomes really hard to progress through. Alright, so what is the rest of our quest that we need? We could do the casino. Spin so we don't get that. Luts, of course. Seems like the theme of this month is Luts. We got a scroll, so that's pretty nice. Got some Prophet Orbs, or not Prophet Orbs, some Promotion Stones, sorry. So a pretty fair spin. Pretty much what you expect. Cash that in. We could do the Tavern quests. I do a few of these offline as well. I do recommend doing as many of them as possible. I'm just doing these 2-star ones right now, so you don't see like 10 minutes of me just sorting through them. Because you could re-roll your quests until you get all 4 stars, and that is profitable, but that would take a very long time. And it would be like a quarter, or if not half of the video would just be me cycling through the tavern quests, so I'm not going to bother with that. But it is true that accepting all 4 stars and then refreshing all the rest of them is the best way to go about it. At least that's what I've heard for a long time. I've never really heard any argument against doing that, so I'm pretty sure that is the best way. Okay, we'll do our event raid. We need to definitely do the promotion stone one. That's the big one right now. Oops, put you there. So I guess another thing we could look at too is, what is our aura going to be in the end game? It's probably going to be just rainbow or nothing, because we have a pretty good diverse series of heroes right now with Ice Blink and Queen and Lutz. It's hard to find an aura that isn't rainbow, so we'll probably stick with that. Okay, Lutz is carrying us pretty hardcore through these matches, which is nice. That's one of the big reasons to at least try to power up at least one big strong hero, because you can, in the early game, it can be really difficult in order to get past some of these like event raids and things of that nature. So it really helps to have one character that can kind of power through. So never regret doing anything like that. Let's get Lyra summoned. Can we level up Queen? Yeah, no, we should probably save up to get, again, just in light of what I was just saying, we should probably try to save up 2,000 to get Lutz to level 140, so he can do as much work as possible. Arena. Alright, now this is where it's going to be a little bit challenging, because our team is not the strongest, and they don't really do a very good job of pairing you with people who are weak. So let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can do anything here. We should be getting our monster soon too. I think it starts at around campaign 6 or 7 that you really start to see your the monster stuff become available in the campaign. We got one win. It's 25,000. I'll take that. Take a chance. See if we can win. They have, I think, a more well-rounded team than we do, but I think because we have the 6-star Lutz that we can just run over it. Yeah, that's what's happening. Lutz is going to just take over the fight, and that's exactly what I expected. Level 6 heroes are so much stronger than level 5 heroes that even if they have a decent team of 5-star heroes, that you can kind of just run over it with the 6 and not worry about it too much. Ah, shit. I did not mean to do that, but it's only a single Walter anyway. Oh wow, it's another one of those stupid traps. I should have known because of the level. I'll never understand why people do that, because you're not really going to power up your ranking very much by doing that, but you're just going to screw over newer people or people who have new accounts, because the people who are at stronger levels are still going to beat you even if you do that kind of stuff with your team. So it's not like you're actually going to get high in the ranks. You're just kind of screwing over lower level people. But to each his own, I guess. If you get kicks out of seeing that stuff in your battle log, then it's up to you. Have fun with that. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm not sure exactly how long this video is going to be. I usually try to keep between 10 and 20 minutes. I don't want them to go too long, but I don't want it to be like super short either. So thanks very much for tuning in, guys. And like I said earlier, make sure to check out, or at least try to check out Jay Kool-Aid's stream if you get a chance. Tell him that Surrey sent you, and I'm sure he'll have a laugh, and you'll enjoy his content, because he's an amazing streamer who's dedicated a lot of time to making his stream excellent and high quality. So thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and have a good night.